Hey, what's going on today? We're going to be teaching you how to find your stop loss in whatever strategy you're utilizing. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use the Parabolic SAR. Now, this is an indicator that was created by the same individual who created the indicator, the RSI, and his name is J. Wells Wilder Jr. He's the creator of a few indicators that are utilized by a lot of traders today, and this is one of them. And this is one of those indicators that will allow you to find a stop loss, but it does a lot of other things. Now, this indicator works similar to the moving average in the fact that it gives it's a momentum based indicator. It shows where momentum is most likely to go in the market. So, for example, let's go ahead and turn on the Parabolic SAR. Now, how would you spell Parabolic SAR? There it is. So you would add it to your chart, boom. Once it's added, you can see it looks like these little dots. It's going to put a bunch of little dots on your chart. What do those dots mean? Now, some of you guys may be familiar with these dots from other videos I've made. And for those of you that aren't, I'm going to explain it very quickly here for you. Now, these dots indicate whether to buy or sell. They're a buy or sell indicator, and it shows what direction momentum is going in. So, for example, whenever the dots are above price, that's indicating a sell. That's what the Parabolic SAR is saying. So the Parabolic SAR, whenever it's above price, the dots are below price, it's telling you to buy. Now, as you guys know, indicators aren't 100% accurate, and they allow them to function better. It's like a helping hand. It's not 100% guaranteed to work 100% out of the time. It works in certain cases. For example, this indicator only works in an uptrend or a downtrend. That's the best place to use the Parabolic SAR or utilize it. Now, when does it not work? Well, the Parabolic SAR sucks in consolidation because it gives too many indications to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and you're not going to make much money off of those. So, for example, here we have some consolidation. We're going to highlight it. And you can see we're getting way too many indications to buy and sell here. All you would do is just lose money here due to, brokerage fees, the spread, and just the lack of momentum that you're getting out of any of these trades. You wouldn't want to use it in consolidation. Now, how would you use it in an uptrend? Well, say we are in consolidation, you're watching your strategy, and your strategy is like a breakout strategy of consolidation. Once it breaks out of that consolidation, then you could utilize the Parabolic SAR to place your buy entries. Say every time the Parabolic SAR switches to a buy signal, you enter the market. So, for example, here you would have entered the market at this point, and then again this point whenever the Parabolic SAR switches. So right here we got a flip. It was telling us to sell, but then it told us to buy again. And as you can see, say we were doing a breakout strategy. Once it broke out of this consolidation, we're now just looking for buys for it to continue up, and vice versa. If this would have broken down to the downside, and we would have gotten a sell signal right after the first break. So this was the first break, and then right after that it looked like it was going to come back down, but then it broke again towards the upside, creating a new higher high right here. So this is a higher than this previous higher high set. So this was the previous higher high that was still in the consolidation zone. Then it broke out of that, created this higher high, pulled back down, and then created another higher high only a few hours later, and then continued on up, and then created another higher high and another one. And say every time the Parabolic SAR flipped, so it flipped there, it flipped here, and it flipped again over here. This was the next flip. Say every time it flipped, we were entering in on buys. You can see you would have made quite some good money on each entry, even if you caught it here and kept buying. And even here where it flipped again and kept buying, right? And so on and so forth, right? So we can keep going with this, and I can keep explaining how to enter, but I think you guys understand how the entry system works when it is in a bullish market. So that's great and all, but how do we utilize this for a stop loss? I'm glad you asked. So the way you would utilize this as a stop loss is you would use the opposite end of the Parabolic SAR, these dots at the bottom of price, to use it as your stop loss price. So let's go ahead and change the color of this to red to indicate that it's our stop loss. and let's go ahead and put it at the bottom. So say at each entry, we'll put in a stop loss. Boom, we have a stop loss for that one. And then as this one creates a new buy order, we put in a stop loss there. And we just keep moving it as we go. So now we have our stop loss here. And we create a stop loss for this trade right here, for this one entry here. And so on and so forth. And as you can see, this stop loss stretches from this one to this one. It gave you basically the same stop loss for this entry and this entry. And so on and so forth. Say you entered here, you would put your stop loss here. The other way you can utilize this is as a trailing stop loss. This works brilliantly for any strategy that you want to secure your profits, but you don't know where to put your stop loss at. And you don't know where to exit. Say you don't have a TP in mind, you can also utilize this as a take profit with a trailing stop loss. So for example, say we entered in on this trade here and we wanted to just trail this stop loss until it got hit. We wanted to use the stop loss as our take profit. We could have done that by simply moving it every hour, because we're looking at it on the hour. So every hour we would go back to our chart and we would adjust our stop loss to the new parabolic SAR. We would keep doing that until we get to this point here, and then our stop loss would have been hit because it broke down and pulled back in the market, and then we would have exited our trade from here to here. This is how you use the parabolic SAR for whatever strategy you're using. If you don't know where to put your stop loss, put up a parabolic SAR, see where the SAR is currently in the market, set your stop loss, whatever parabolic SAR is current in price, and then you can also trail it and allow it to move along with price with whatever strategy you're utilizing, or you can leave it where the first initial parabolic SAR dot was placed. It works brilliantly too. Say you ended up taking a trade and you were actually in consolidation, and then price actually pulls back on you. So say you took a buy signal here, and then you were like, oh, where should I put my stop loss? You pull up the parabolic SAR, you put it here, and then over time, you move your stop loss up. You would have minimized your losses on that buy signal because price would have pulled back on you. And instead of it pushing up from where it was at, you would have at least gotten stopped out here, minimizing your losses, not getting angry that you lost a bunch of money. And the parabolic SAR is amazing. I utilize it for my stop losses. I think you should utilize it too. See how it works with your strategy and how much money you're going to end up saving. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Keep on trading. And if you want to know more information or just talk to me, go ahead and join the Discord. And I'm always in there answering questions, making videos based off questions. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Peace out. Make some money. Okay.